Cody, you must have taken a picture of your hero. There's no way you'd miss such a shot. No, I didn't get one. But you told me you always catch the finishing blow. No! I didn't get it this time. But the scrapbook clearly shows I didn't get it, okay? Objection! That's quite enough, right? As you've said, this boy always strives to capture the killing blow on film. If he says he cannot produce a picture of this one, then we must take him at his word. You know, I think you're exactly right, Edgeworth. Well, thank you. If you're quite finished with, I'm not. He doesn't have a picture of the moment in which the Steel Samurai killed the evil magistrate, even though he obviously arrived with enough time to see them fight. That can mean only one thing. The Steel Samurai didn't win. What? The samurai always wins! Weren't you paying attention to me at all? Have you taken leave of your senses right? The Steel Samurai, Mr. Will Powers, is still very much alive. He was the murderer, not the victim. It's the only way it makes sense. Cody witnessed the fight, yet he failed to capture the moment of the Steel Samurai's victory. Why? Because the samurai lost. Isn't that right, Cody? No! The samurai never loses to anyone! Ever! Right! You will cease tormenting this child! Listen to me, Cody! Your testimony just now may be what you wish you'd seen that day, but it's not the truth, is it? You have to help us see that justice is served. A man's life is in your hands, Cody. What would the Steel Samurai do? The Steel Samurai... You saw it all, didn't you? Yeah. He fought the bad guy, but then he fell down and then he stopped moving. Order! 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 Right! What sort of monster does this to a child? This little stunt of yours is completely inappropriate. What's inappropriate is your inability to see what's right in front of you. It's obvious if you look at things this way. Oh? I suppose this is one of your brilliant ideas. Yeah, it is, I think. Anyway, Jack Hammer was the victim. Yes, thank you, Wright. If you've any other piercing insights to offer, do speak up. What I mean is, the Steel Samurai was the victim, and inside the suit was Jack Hammer. You mean, the man in the photograph was Hammer? Yes, he was there during the rehearsal, so he would have known about the injury Mr. Powers sustained. All he had to do was take the costume from Mr. Powers' dressing room while he napped. Then he limped by the camera at the gate and proceeded to Studio 1, where he was murdered. But why in the world would the victim do that? So it was a different guy inside the suit? Pops! Huh? Me? I saved the picture. What? Show us, quickly! Cody, please show us the picture. Alright, here it is. Well, I don't know. It could still be anyone in the suit. Yeah, I agree. There's nothing decisive here. Nick, wait! What? Look at that! Your Honor! There's a glaring contradiction here. There is? The number, it says 2. No! How can this be? What's going on? The victim was found at Studio 1, right, Your Honor? But this photo shows us that the real crime scene was Studio 2. No! Looks like the prosecution's already caught on. Remember what Miss Olbach said earlier? The people in Studio 2 were exempt from suspicion because they couldn't reach the crime scene. But in fact, it's the exact opposite. Hammer would have arrived at the Studio 2 just before the monkey head fell and blocked the path, so whoever killed him must have been at Studio 2 already. This is absolute lunacy. Regardless of where the murder took place, you have yet to show so much as a shred of evidence that Hammer stole the Steel Samurai costume, or, for that matter, to explain why on earth he would go to such lengths in order to impersonate the defendant. Are we to believe that he was conspiring to cover up his own murder? Well, excuse me for getting ahead of myself. This is the part where you present evidence. This should be good. Of course I have evidence. What? Really? I think I do. Here! Take that! A medicine bottle? An empty one that used to contain sleeping pills. Mr. Powers managed to take a 5-hour nap in the middle of the day, but he never once mentioned these pills to me. And so? The obvious conclusion is that someone slipped these into his lunch that day. Someone, perhaps, who needed to steal something from his dressing room. That's right! He was drugged by Jack Hammer to get him out of the way! Order! Take that medicine bottle to be tested for fingerprints at once. Any objections, Mr. Edgeworth? No. Then court proceedings will be suspended for the day. I expect the defense to have an explanation for these events by tomorrow. As for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I'd suggest you rethink your position on this case. Anything you say, Your Honor. Very well. Court is adjourned. Alright then, before anything else we need to investigate. Mr. Powers, we need to know about anything strange that's been going on at Global Studios. If the director and producer are involved, like Goldback said, it could be absolutely critical to this case. Now that you mention it, I do remember hearing about something funny when the producer, Ms. Vasquez, first came to the studio about 5 years ago. Yes? What happened? Something funny. That's all I know about it. Nobody ever tells me anything. Well, I think I know just who to ask. Come on, Maya. I think we may finally be getting to the bottom of this.